So you're on location for a shoot, and the client asks you to do photos, but you've only got your FX3. So you start sweating. But then you remember you've got your FX3, and that can shoot photos too.
So we all know the FX3 is fantastic at video, but I wanted to see how it stacked up photo-wise. I was on a shoot a little while ago and I was supposed to get photos. It wasn't like a big part of the shoot, but I forgot my Sony A7R5, which was that was a bad move. But I had my FX3 with me because again, it was primarily a video shoot. So again, it wasn't that big of a deal and they were fine with just like some JPEGs. But I wanted to see how does it do with product shots, landscape, the things that I love to shoot. I know it's not gonna really stack up against my A7R5, but how does it do? Who is it for? Can you use this as a hybrid or is the FX3 just strictly a cinema camera? I wanted to find out. Sorry, it's a little bit loud here. Hopefully it's not too distracting. I've got this raging waterfall right in front of me. Love living on Maui. I'm gonna try and get kind of a little bit of a long exposure here. See how it does. Again, testing out the FX3's image stabilization. First, let's jump into the specs. Just like on the video side of things, it's a full frame camera. The resolution is 12.1 megapixels. It shoots RAW, compressed and uncompressed, JPEG, and has a continuous burst shooting of up to 10 frames per second with autofocus tracking. And of course we know, just like with the video, low light performance is awesome. The ISO range goes from 80 to 102,400. But is also expandable to 40 to 409,600. I don't know why you would ever need ISO that high. The autofocus is still incredible, 759 phase detection points, real-time eye autofocus, and real-time tracking autofocus, and still has that in-body 5-axis image stabilization. I think as this video progresses, I'm just getting sweatier and sweatier. But this is a cool shot right here. I think one of the only downsides to shooting on the FX3 is just that it doesn't have a viewfinder, so I just have to use the flip out LCD screen for everything. This is also a pretty cool shot here. I love the leading lines. Okay, here it is. What I think is the best part of the Pipivai Trail, this part of the bamboo forest. Oh man, it is gorgeous. I think we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna switch over to the 50mm 1.2 just to get a couple product shots. Just mock-up, nothing paid. I guess I should say too that I've been shooting mostly just with the 24 to 105. That's kind of my favorite all-around lens, even on the A7R5. So that's what I've been shooting most of this on the FX3 with as well. Again, not sponsored at all. But I just thought the purple would really do well with all the green here. And that brings us to the sponsor of this video, which is Artlist. They are my absolute favorite all-in-one platform. As you know, they offer pretty much everything under the sun when it comes to a filmmaker or a content creator. You've got your music, your sound effects, your LUTs, your templates, but now you've also got AI image generation, both text to image generation and image to video generation. And that's part of what I use to put together the intro to this video. I started with just a cropped in shot on me, but was able to expand that to kind of this Wes Anderson-like idea shooting at a hotel. I was able to plug that image into Artlist and then add some life to that image. The other amazing update that they have is not only do they do AI voiceovers, I can use my own voice to create a voiceover. And that way the cadence, the tone, and style stay the same with how I want it. But that's also what I used for the intro of this video. So you're on location for a shoot, and the client asks you to do photos, but you've only got your FX3.
So you start sweating. But then you remember you've got your FX3, and that can shoot photos too.
So again, Artlist just has so many different features that help you as a filmmaker. Make sure, if you haven't already, to go check out Artlist. Link in the description below. But let's get back to the FX3 and its photo capabilities. So I think overall I had an absolute blast with this camera. Shooting on the FX3 actually surprised me with how good a lot of the photos came out. And I think that comes down to just the basics of photography again. Your composition, your lighting, the lenses that you use, how you're editing your photos in post. And it's a good reminder that megapixels aren't everything. For me, I'm not going to use this camera in a professional shoot because I want a higher megapixel count. Higher megapixels are going to be higher resolution, more detail, which is going to be better for prints and better for cropping in without losing any quality. And for my work, that means a lot. But I still think that this is a great camera to use in a pinch when you need it for BTS and for social media. But let me know what you think. This was just kind of a fun test to see what this camera could do going out and shooting with this, both in the PPV trail, but also just kind of getting those extra shots to push the camera and see what it could really do in low light and with some product shots. But yeah, let me know what you think. Would this be a camera that you would use for photos just as a backup or something fun? Or do you also have a dedicated camera for your photography as well? Let me know. Would love to hear from you. And let me know if you've got any questions about this video or any other videos. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.